Farewell to barn and stack and tree. By A.E.Housman. Farewell to barn and stack and tree. Farewell to Severn shore. Terence, look your last at me, for I come home no more. The sun burns on the half-mown hill. By now the blood is dried, and Maurice amongst the hay lies still, and my knife is in his side. My mother thinks us long away. 'Tis time the field were mown. She had 2 sons at rising day. Tonight she'll be alone, and here's a bloody hand to shake. And oh, man, here's goodbye. We'll sweat no more on scythe and rake. My bloody hands and I wish you strength to bring you pride, and a love to keep you clean. And I wish you luck, come Lammersteed, at racing on the green. Long for me the rick will wait, and long will wait the fold, and long will stand the empty plate, and dinner will be cold.
Stanza 1. Farewell to barn and stack and tree, farewell to Severn shore. Terence, look your last at me, for I come home no more. Who is the speaker addressing, and what is the significance of look your last at me? The speaker is addressing Terence, presumably his friend. Look your last at me signifies a final farewell, as the speaker knows he will not return. Why does the speaker bid farewell to the Severn shore? The Severn shore represents the speaker's homeland. By bidding farewell, the speaker acknowledges he is leaving it behind forever, suggesting a sense of loss and finality. What mood is established in this stanza? The mood is somber and reflective. The speaker's farewell creates an atmosphere of inevitability and sorrow.
Stanza 2. The sun burns on the half-mown hill, by now the blood is dried, and Maurice amongst the hay lies still and my knife is in his side. Who is Maurice, and what has happened to him? Maurice is the speaker's brother. He has been killed by the speaker, as implied by the knife in his side. What does the sun burns on the half-mown hill symbolize? The line suggests that time has stopped in the speaker's world. The image of the half-mown hill signifies unfinished work, reflecting the interruption caused by the violent act. How does the phrase "my knife is in his side" impact the tone of the poem? This phrase introduces a shocking and grim tone, contrasting with the reflective farewell in the previous stanza. It reveals the gravity of the speaker's crime.
Stanza 3. My mother thinks us long away, 'tis time the field were mown. She had 2 sons at rising day, tonight she'll be alone. What does the speaker reveal about his mother? The speaker reveals that his mother is unaware of the tragedy. She expects her sons to return after finishing their work in the field, but she will soon discover she has lost both. What is the significance of "she had 2 sons at rising day"? This line highlights the tragic loss that will occur within the span of a single day. It underscores the devastating consequences of the speaker's actions. How does this stanza evoke sympathy for the speaker's mother? The mother's unawareness of the events and the knowledge that she will be left alone evoke sympathy for her impending sorrow and isolation.
Stanza 4. And here's a bloody hand to shake, and oh, man, here's goodbye, we'll sweat no more on scythe and rake, my bloody hands and I. Why does the speaker refer to his hand as bloody? The speaker has killed Maurice, and bloody hand symbolizes both the literal blood on his hands and his figurative guilt. What does "we'll sweat no more on scythe and rake" suggest about the speaker's future? It implies that the speaker's life as a laborer is over. He acknowledges that his violent act has severed him from his past life of work and community. How does the tone in this stanza reinforce the speaker's resignation? The tone is one of bleak acceptance. The speaker bids farewell with a mix of bitterness and finality, emphasizing his detachment from life and normalcy.
Stanza 5. I wish you strength to bring you pride, and a love to keep you clean, and I wish you luck, come Lammasted, at racing on the green. What does the speaker wish for Terence? The speaker wishes Terence strength, pride, love, and good fortune, showing a sense of care despite his grim situation. What is the significance of Lamastid? Lamastid, a harvest festival, symbolizes life's continuation and the cycle of the seasons. It contrasts with the speaker's farewell, highlighting the ongoing life that he will no longer be part of. How does this stanza contribute to the theme of separation? By expressing hopes for Terence's future, the speaker acknowledges that he will not share in those experiences, deepening the sense of irrevocable separation.
Stanza 6. Long for me the rick will wait, and long will wait the fold, and long will stand the empty plate, and dinner will be cold. What do the rick, the fold, and the empty plate symbolize? They symbolize the speaker's absence and the void he leaves behind. The rick, haystack, and fold, animal pen, represent unfinished work, while the empty plate signifies his absence from the family table. What does dinner will be cold imply about the speaker's departure? It suggests that the speaker's absence will disrupt normal life, leaving a lingering sense of loss and emptiness. How does this stanza serve as a conclusion to the poem? The stanza ties together themes of absence, loss, and guilt. The speaker's acknowledgement of the lasting void he leaves emphasizes the permanence of his departure and the tragedy of his actions.